let's talk about troubleshooting feedback issues. Feedback, which is also called squealing or whistling in your hearing aids. It can happen for a couple of different reasons, but like I said before, when you first turn your hearing aids on and they come on, it takes about 10 seconds for them to boot up. When you're holding them in your hand, it's normal to have some squealing. Matter of fact, that's one way we test to make sure the hearing aids are still working, is that you cup them in your hands and do that little test, make sure you're getting sound out of them, okay? The squealing is basically what's happening when the sound coming out of the receiver loops back around to the microphones on top of the hearing aids, and it creates a feedback loop and creates that whistling and that squealing that you're hearing. So when they're operating normally, yeah, you know, when you're handling it, get something close to them. Even if you have them on your head and you put your hand really close to the hearing aid, you'll get some whistling and some feedback at that time because the sound is bouncing off your hand and looping back up to the microphones. They do have some feedback suppression built into them that will help cut that off and reduce it, but it's not unusual to get a little bit of feedback now and then when you get something really close to the hearing aids. So a couple things you can do for feedback. So when they're on your ears and the tip is in your ear canal, I want to explain a concept to you. So the sound is going into your ear canal, and it's possible that some of that sound can bounce out of your ear canal and loop back up to the microphones on top of the hearing aids and create some whistling or feedback. That's what's going on there. And so one of the things you can do is just turn the volume down a little bit, and that can help eliminate some of that whistling and feedback. But I know it's a balancing act. You need enough volume so that you're hearing well and understanding well, but if you put too much volume in, it sometimes can bounce out of your ear canal and loop back up to the top of the hearing aids and cause that feedback. So what can we do about that? Well, that's why we have different dome tips that you can put on the hearing aids. So they look like this. Okay, you've got different dome tips. You've got closed domes, semi-open, and open domes. We like to start with the open domes because those feel the lightest and airiest, and it helps you with your own voice, so it doesn't sound like you're down in a barrel. But if you're getting too much feedback when you're turning up the volume to what you need, you may need to go to a semi-open dome first. And you can tell it's semi-open because it has these little slits up at the top here, top and bottom. There's a little slit there. And so that's going to allow, it's semi-closed, so it's going to help keep more of that sound in your ear canal. If you're still getting a lot of feedback with turning the volume up, you can go to this closed dome, and this is completely smooth all the way around. And matter of fact, there's actually a double layer to that dome tip, and so this one right here will be the one that will keep most of the sound in your ear canal from bouncing back out. Okay, now it may sound like when you use one of those more closed domes, your own voice might sound a little funny to you for a while, like you're down in a barrel or something like that, but that will go away with time. So it's a balancing act between finding the right dome tip that is keeping the sound in your ear canal from bouncing out and looping back up to the hearing aids and having a comfortable fit. So that's just something that you'll need to kind of experiment with and find the balance that's right for you. So when it comes to whistling, another thing that can cause whistling is if there is wax buildup in that dome tip. If there's wax buildup there, that can also cause some feedback. Or if you have wax buildup in your ear canal, you want to make sure you have your ears checked every once in a while and do some maintenance of your ear canals. We have some products that you can get on our website. Some of this ear spray here, it works really well, and that will help keep your ears clean and clear. Because wax buildup in your ear canal can also cause the sound to bounce off of that wax and loop back up to the hearing aids. So that's the concept to keep in mind when it comes to handling whistling and feedback. Okay, so keep those ears clear and keep those dome tips clear, experiment with different sizes of dome tips, and you'll find the one that works best for you. Okay?